Good evening, everyone, and happy June. Happy LGBTQ Pride Month. So glad that you are joining us this evening for a few moments to be still and quiet and to really get in touch with who we really are deep down inside. A few moments of stillness, meditation, a break, whatever you need in these next few moments, they're all yours to create, to just be still, to take a break from all of the thinking that always goes on in all of our heads. We're going to be still and we are going to have a conversation with our deep self, true self, our authentic self. So we do this by setting an intention, and that's just so we can focus our ideas about ourselves. We can focus anything that is swirling around in our head, giving it a channel, giving it something to zero in on as far as what we might like to see as a result of our participating in this meditation this evening. It can be as simple as I just want to sleep better tonight, so I'm going to meditate, or I want to kind of carve out these few moments of stillness just for me. Or maybe you have some bigger issues that you are having dialogues with your deep self about. And maybe you want clarity, and maybe meditation is the way you will discover it when you are still enough to tune out the rest of the world so that you can hear clearly the truth of that voice within. Whatever your intention is, it is your intention. So let's do that now. Let's just go step by step. Let's set that intention, what we might like to experience either during or as a result of our meditation, our trip into the stillness, our spin into the stillness. Again, it can be as simple or as complex as you want. And if you want to write it down, that would be great, because if we were in person, I would ask you to write them down on little slips of paper like this. I would collect them and then I would burn them in the burning bowl. And since we can't be together in person, but we can be together via the miracle of modern technology, if you write this down and then hold it in your hand and give it energy, I can collect that energy on another slip of paper that says everyone's intentions, that can serve as a proxy for all of the energy that is swirling about tonight as we meditate together. So let's do it. Set that intention. Fine. Set one for everyone that says everyone's intentions. This one aside, this will also collect energy while I take us through our meditation. Very excited about that. And so we've set our intention. What comes next? Well, we draw from a deck of oracle cards called the Star Codes Astro deck. Love this deck. If you've been with us for a while, it's a great, concise, yet really insightful way of just receiving additional information that we can use with the focus that we've set with that intention and come up with a more comprehensive dialogue with our deep self, more comprehensive knowing of ourselves when we allow the card to just give us a prompt, a creative prompt that maybe breaks through, gives us that aha moment of how we might deal with an issue, or helps us be a little more still within ourselves It's not magic the way that you might think it is, but it is very magic because it is all about us receiving guidance along the way and then following what our deep self is revealing to us. And hopefully the journey is beautiful and miraculous, and we are on our way simply because we are making these moments together. So we've set the intention. Let us draw the card. So I'm going to shuffle them, and we're going to draw the top card from this deck so that you know that I have not applied my own intuition to the deck. Instead, it's just, we've all agreed that top card represents the one card that addresses all of the intentions that were set here, whether recorded or whether live here on the stream. So it doesn't matter when you're joining this particular meditation, this particular live stream of the recorded version of it. You make it unique when you join this. So everybody that is participating is a part of the energy centering around this meditation on the 5th of June, 2024, a unique and beautiful experience unto itself and unto us, really. So I'm going to start shuffling. And again, as I say every week, hopefully I say it every week to remind you, and I'm sure I don't even have to do that because my dogs begin barking oftentimes, especially in the last couple of weeks at the most inopportune times, mostly because it's summertime. So there's a lot that happens. Even if we close the front door, they can hear everything. So when they do, they begin to bark. But again, I encourage all of us, myself included, it can be startling if a noise, happens around you that you weren't expecting, or if you're deep in that relaxed state and you hear something that suddenly draws you out of it. That's natural. Our goal is to be able to slip right back into that still space from wherever we are. So you may be in a carpool on the way to work or on the subway or metro, and you want to grab some moments of stillness there that you can just tune out the universe, tune out the rest of the stuff around you because you've practiced it every week here. So it doesn't matter if people are talking loudly or seeming to intrude into your peripheral hearing. You practiced at being still no matter what. Or you've practiced at being suddenly jerked out of that relaxation, maybe if you're even sleeping, for instance, and you get to swirl right back into it because you know how, because you've done it. Do it every week, especially when my dogs bark, which is pretty much every week at this point. Or not. Perhaps they won't. But I can't blame them. They're just being them, just being dogs. And again, you may have those same kinds of ambient noises at your home individually where you are that we may not hear, but you will. So however you get startled, if you do, just bring it back, focus on your breath, remember what you're here to do and how you're here to do it. All right, I am ready for the top card. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. The card is Neptune. The word or theme tonight is vision. Vision. All use clarity of vision, can we not? So I'm going to put the card up for you to take a look at as I read more about it. Very excited about that. There it is, Neptune vision. So take a good look at the card as you listen to what I say and just begin to track how this is going for you here. What you are feeling, how you are feeling it when you do, what's happening. How is this related to the intention that you have set? Well, it is the answer. It is the information that you requested. There's no option for it not to be. We've all decided that this card is that answer. So your role here is to figure out how it applies. Maybe it won't make sense tonight, but it likely will make sense at some point, maybe following this meditation or throughout the week. And you'll go, that's how that card meant something to this situation in my life. Neptune vision. Like a cool blue pearl floating in an inky sea, this planet symbolizes how we float in the ocean of the collective conscious. Neptune, the modern ruler of Pisces, takes about 165 years to tour the zodiac. On a practical level, it signals water, liquids, oils, and art supplies. On a challenging day, it shows how we avoid gritty reality, whether we escape through our imagination, addictions, or martyrdom. On a lovely day, Neptune speaks of spirituality, imagination, and psychic perception. What kind of day is it for you today? What are you feeling with this card? Our action for this card is pray, meditate, intuit, use your divination, rest, and dream. Activate the right side of your brain and step out of sequential logic into a sense of the infinite. Engage ceremony and ritual. Well, you're doing that right now, so you've already done that. Don't even worry about checking that off. You're doing it now. Find a dream or vision and bring it back here to manifest. So when we go into meditation, open yourself up for those dreams that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, because you're going to bring it back and you're going to allow it to unfold from tonight forward. Because Neptune invokes both intuition and imagination, it can blur the boundaries between the two. It's all too easy to believe that what you want or what you are afraid of is in fact reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing on your hopes and fears. Take each step with care. Working with Neptune is like walking in the fog. You can see the present moment clearly. It's just the future and past that gets lost in hopes and fears. Come on now, we just talked about this. When we are in the past, we are and regretting, we're taking away from this moment. When we are in the future and worrying and fearing, we are taking out of this present moment. If the world feels too harsh, or if you're feeling easily overwhelmed, tend to your sensitive antennae. Pray rather than worry. Why not? What do you have to lose? Neptune speaks of our psychic permeability, encouraging us to soak up our surroundings. Use that to your advantage and choose your surroundings carefully. Meditate with a group. Check. Tune into the trees, the earth beneath, the sky above, or sacred sites. Immerse yourself in whatever feeds you. That's so important. Whatever floats your boat, whatever takes you to that zone of release, of surrender, of fulfillment, do that. The challenge for this card, Neptune overwhelm, can turn acceptance into passivity. Oh, I know all about that. Imagination into illusion, sensitivity, and the hunger for spirit into addiction. Watch for water damage. Interesting. Let me read that one more time. It's so important. Neptune overwhelm can turn acceptance into passivity. Just because we accept something doesn't mean we need to be passive about manifesting it. Imagination into illusion, sensitivity, and the hunger for spirit into addiction. Always looking to fill something that should come from within. Watch for water damage. The gift of this card, allow yourself to float, to swim in that great ocean of collective consciousness. Soak up the presence of divine soul. There is no separation between you and all sentient beings, between you and the realms of gods and spirits. So this is the card of the ever flowing between all of the planes, between all of the beings here on earth and beyond. We are flowing. I am you and you are me. We are flowing back and forth into each other because we are one. We are unique, and yet we are one. Hope all of that makes sense. Very excited because this is a conversation just waiting to happen with our deep self. What is our dream? How can we let it go? How can we go into that flow, surrender to it, and allow it to wash over us so that we know when to pick up the oars and to manage our floating? So we're going with it, but we also need to steer along the way. All to be answered by your deep self as we go deep. Correct sound choices, because when I don't, we get the squelching of all the drum tones, which I cannot have. So again, I think I straightened it out last week, but if you were here in the last couple of weeks when I had a setting that squelched all the steel drum tones, I do apologize, but we are here now, and I think we have them. So let's do this. Let's relax. Let's get into a position where we are relaxed, yet remain as alert as we can to the sound of the drums, to the sound of the reading, or to the words of the reading that we just heard. Just remain alert to those things that key in to how you are going to work with that intention that you set. So let's relax and let's begin to breathe deeply. Now we're going to just do this on our own, but I want you to just develop your own rhythm that is in and out, the flow of breathing in and breathing out on your own, but again, with intention. With intention. Pay attention to the breath as you inhale slowly and exhale. So we're breathing in and holding and breathing out. Breathe in again. Hold and breathe out slowly. Inhale. Hold and exhale slowly. And allow your eyes to flutter shut if you would like. Otherwise, you can stare at the card on your screen. And just remember, every time we draw a breath and release it, we are relaxing more and more. So we want to imagine our body just going soft and limp. We still have feeling in it, but we're just allowing it to relax and soften. And I'm going to give you the choice. You may want to move through your body with this relaxation, starting with your feet, and then imagining that relaxation moving up through each part of your body. Or you can take a couple of deep breaths and imagine your entire body relaxing and softening at one time, whichever works for you best tonight. are able, we are relaxed. Our breathing is now at its own pace, at your own pace. It is still sustaining us through all of this. And now that we've paid attention to it, we can allow that attention to drift. To drift to our deep self. And as we breathe and relax, we allow ourselves to be open for a dialogue or a discussion with our material alter egos here in the material world with us right now as part of us, meditating and being still. What's this beautiful deep self? This beautiful musician. That suddenly becomes part of this experience. And as we are here, let's allow our vision of ourselves to be clear, and yet there are parts of it that we are still seeking to know. And so in our mind's eye, imagine our bodies totally relaxed while we hover in its vicinity. And we see it move through a state of somewhat stress, but move into a place of utter security. Security in who we are. So in this beautiful space of collective and safe consciousness, let us greet our fellow travelers. Turn in your mind's eye to the left and the right, maybe even up and down. See who's there. See who's there. See who's there. See who this beautiful new being, a hybrid of our friends on the ground that are part of this meditation, our corncob piped leader and feeler, It's the musicians that the drum evokes, or that you love. So let us tap into a dream right now. A dream that maybe we've had for a long time, or maybe it's a new dream. And let's not only just remember it, but let's begin to experience this beautiful dream or vision for our life that we've been having for a long time. Maybe never told another soul about. See that dream in your mind's eye and begin to put yourself in that dream. Just imagine yourself just relaxed, remembering or identifying this beautiful dream. We feel so safe doing so. There's no one here to criticize our dream or to ridicule it or make fun of us or inauthentically praise it. This dream is a dream to be sure, but we are well on our way to achieving the outcomes that we've been seeking for our meditations together, for the inclusion of our metaphysical instructors. And now greet your deep self. And allow that deep self to greet you with warmth and love and magic. And now for the next few moments, our deep selves have something to tell us about that dream. How we might achieve it, how we might let it go, so that it might come back to us. Right now we can embrace what we are becoming and who we are becoming. We can allow our healing teacher to be a part of that healing. We can imagine ourselves going from our state of our own unwellness to healing and vibrant, whatever that looks like for you. As long as it's an image of strength, some magic if you'd like. What has our deep self told us about how we can reach this dream? It's a unique conversation that we are all having individually with our deep self. So know that our deep self has given us tremendous advice and insight, has respected us to no end for participating in our lives so authentically. We're willing to let that deep self return to the ether where it has come from, always caring for us, always morphing the way we need it to be. So let us, while we still have money in the meter for our dreams, let us return together by once again focusing on our breath, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. I heard nothing. So let us take all of our creative energy, since we have farmed out some of our dream to our matriarch in our chosen family. Let's envision that dream coming to fruition and reality. Let's imagine it being directed watch it. Let's embrace the dream. Let's know faith. It's the same faith that revealed to you this amazing dream anyway. And suddenly, we're alone again with each other. We can choose to believe together that our dreams we can make real for ourselves in the flow. And before we go back to our bodies, we're going to take a little detour. Let's imagine in our mind's eye that we're laying in a wonderfully refreshing stream. If it's really cold where you are, you want to imagine the stream being beautiful temperature. If it's really hot, you can imagine that stream being a cool, color, a cool aura. But whatever you choose, that is the color of its aura, that is the essence. And the one person that you're with, or in your mind's eye with now, this is who you need to team with in some way on the earth plane to nurture and achieve your goals. They may not even know it, but make that your focus and intention to be with them, to get their help, to help them, and to mutually exchange insight. So just quickly, our flow is going to become a rushing body of water, soaring toward those dreams that await us. Michelle. My friend Michelle, I can feel her now with me. And she's reminding me of the dreams that I've shared with her. So let's allow those physical bodies on this detour to flow like we've just been dipped back into a stream. And just allow that stream to take us down. We are part of the water. We are part of the flow. We are part of the rush, moving toward that dream, enjoying the beautiful journey along the way. Now let us imagine ourselves slowing down in that flow, and as we do, allow that flow to just slowly dissolve around us. And as it does, it leaves our physical body, which becomes more and more real, more solid. You can feel your fingers and toes. You can feel your shoulders and blink your eyes. You are returning fully. Let's take 3 quick breaths together to return completely with our new assignment, with our new dialogue. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale as you open your eyes. Wow, I was deep. I even had a friend come to me, reminding me about being in the flow, going toward the dreams that I've shared. Being with Neptune and understanding. Allowing flow does not mean being passive. All of these things. So, one way to not be passive is to affirmatively burn our intentions, set them out there so that they can be returned to us. I keep forgetting to get new candles for my candle holder, but this is my personal one. I'm going to send it out there into the flames. Lighten it up. I'm going to add this one to it. Everyone's intentions right here, everybody. As they burn together. Yes. And so as they burn and dissipate into the universe, so shall they be returned to us at just the right moment, just the right time, just the right amount of information and guidance that we have sought. Open your heart, go with the flow, be with Neptune this week. Check in. Let me know how this is resonating with you. What's happening as a result of the meditation? Do they add up to you? Do you meditate each week and have a theme that begins to be strung together and make sense in a more meta way? What's happening? I want to know. Say hello in the comments. Like and subscribe. All of those things that allow us to engage together. That's why we are here doing this stream together. It's all about the engagement. So, I'm so glad. Sue, thanks for letting me know it resonated. Let us see who else is here tonight on the stream. If anybody's here. Hi, Smiley. I knew you were coming. Glad to see you. Hope others will join us through the recording this evening. And again, even if you're on the recording, say hello, hit like. Of course, subscribe to the Facebook page of me, Reverend Rob Benashak, or the Spiritual Spinster page. Like, subscribe, do all of that. Keep the community engaged. Say hello. Say goodbye, if you'd like. Whatever. It's June. How are you going to spend it? How are you going to make it joyful for yourself? All of these things. And with that in mind, let us go forth on this evening to continue toward that dream, keeping our minds open with all the images and things we heard, saw, felt during meditation, applying them, and seeing it all unfold into a beautiful summer as it approaches. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your June evening. Happy Pride. We'll have more Pride-themed chats in the very near future. I love you all. Have a beautiful evening. Stay wonderful.